Hello VC, this is Mike from TCAT's Deep Vinyl Tracks. Here doing another um, vinyl finds video for the month of March 2022. Uh, this is my second video finds or vinyl finds for the month, and these are all mostly from thrift stores. I'll mention the ones that aren't. There's three of them that did not come from a thrift store, and there's one that is a major Grail for me, but we'll save that for last. But first of all, I'll go through some CDs that I found. This is Eric Clapton and B.B. King's Riding with the King, and I've heard this one before, but wanted to get a hard copy of that particular album. Picked that up. These CDs were all $1.99 a piece. Here's another Eric Clapton. This one is a compilation of different blues tracks, both old and relatively new. Trying to get that to focus in there. This one actually cost $2.99. I didn't take the sticker off of it, but the first disc is all studio material. The second disc is all live material. So 2 CDs. Little flip-floppy case. Next, Matthew Sweet, The Definitive Collection. This one, of course, has the hit Girlfriend on it, which was his biggest hit. But it's also got Evangeline, I've Been Waiting, Super Deformed, Sick of Myself. Really good collection of tracks on that one. John Hyatt's Walk On. I have not heard this particular album yet, but I'm excited to hear it. Mute Math. This is a post-rock, I guess, math rock band. And I haven't heard this album yet either, but I do like the style of music they play, so I think this will be a good CD. This is a various artists compilation. The name of it is Plastic Compilation Volume 2. And you can see some of the artists on there: The Crystal Method, Delirium, William Orbit, Sarah McLachlan, Spiritualized, Wild Child, Corner Shop. Some of these tracks I'm familiar with, but these tracks are all different remixes, so that's what makes it kind of interesting. This is an interesting double CD, kind of a collection of sorts. I have not heard of this one before this, and at first I thought it was a bootleg, but it's not a bootleg. It's called Before the Balloon Went Up by Jimmy Page. It's a 2 CD set, and the first CD has all Jimmy Page tracks that Jimmy Page was involved with before putting together Led Zeppelin. The second disc is actually kind of a tribute disc of sorts, a tribute disc called Whole Lotta Lead. And all the groups on this one I've never heard too much about, except for Lydia Lunch. There's also Selfish Gene, Chapter 11, Kyle and V, Johnny Bick, Painkiller, Paper Parrot, Top Banana, Spike, and The Children. So I thought, well, this sounds quite interesting. And trying to build up some Rolling Stones into my collection. Here's the Rolling Stones stripped. Looks like an interesting collection. I have not heard this album yet, but it's full of well-known songs, plus a few covers. They even do a cover of Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan. So I thought that one sounded interesting. Here, of course, is Steel Wheels. Most people are familiar with that one. Definitely a lot of people are familiar with Some Girls. Actually got this on vinyl, but wanted to have a CD copy of it. Collection from a band, Agent Orange, punk band, Living in Darkness. This one combines one of their EPs plus a lot of other tracks that were not on any of their albums. So I like Agent Orange. I thought this would be an interesting collection to have. And I've got the Eurythmics Ultimate Collection. This one has all their big hits on it. One more interesting thing I found was this, I guess you'd call it a box set, but it's not really a box set. It's a mini album, and the whole reason I picked this up is because it looked interesting, and it's also from Japan. The name of the band is XO-K, XOK. But inside the box you have this thing all in Japanese. I think you have to open everything backwards. And it comes with this nice book with, I'm assuming, pictures of the two main band members. This is actually a mini album. There's only 6 tracks on it, but I got it mostly because of the interesting factor. There was supposed to be a poster with it. I did not find a poster, and it's not under this box either. But this CD lifts out like so. So haven't heard it yet. Interested to see what it sounds like. I'm always looking for interesting stuff like that. So anyway, that's my CDs. Now for my records. I did have a pretty good month once again. You're not going to believe some of these that I found. First one here is Styx Grand Illusion. Amazing cover. I mean, a beautiful copy of this. I can't believe how wonderful it is. But $2.99, not a scratch. I already have this album, but this was in such good shape I had to get this copy, and so I've got 2 pretty good copies. One of them I may have to send out somewhere along the way. Picked this one up because, again, I love to pick up anything that's still sealed, and this one was. Windjammer 2 is the name of it. No idea who they are, what they sound like. That's what they look like. And it says on the hype sticker, special price $6.98, contains Live Without Your Love, You're Out the Box, Anxiously Awaiting. So, haven't opened it yet. I'll crack that open and have a listen, see what it's like. This one's a fun one. Kind of couldn't believe that I seen this one sitting in the $2 or $3 bin. Everything's Archie by the Archies. Of course, this is the one with Sugar Sugar on it. And it's in pretty decent shape too. Might need a little bit of a cleanup, but I didn't see any scratches or anything on the old RCA Victor label. So that's a fun one to find. I'm a big fan of Chris Christopherson, so I usually pick up anything I find from him. This one is Me and Bobby McGee. I am familiar with this album. I used to have it. Glad to get it back again. Again, in the $3 bin, and once again it's in pretty good shape. The label is Monument. I don't remember my last copy of this being on that particular label. It may have been, maybe I forgot, but another unbelievable find was Nazareth's Greatest Hits. There's only really a couple of Nazareth albums that I want to get, but this one has all the hits on it, so it will do for now. And it's in just immaculate shape. The inner sleeve is like brand new. Look at this. Just like that Styx album, looks brand new on the A&M label. And this has all their hits on it. Of course, Hair of the Dog is on there. Razmanaz, Shanghai in Shanghai, Love Hurts, Turn on Your Receiver, This Flight Tonight, My White Bicycle. Everything that you like by Nazareth is on this album. Another one I couldn't believe, Gary Newman, Telecon. And excited to see this one too. It's like this all happened just the other day. I didn't think I was going to have any luck this month, but right at the last minute I found all of these. No idea what this is. I mean, for $1 it's an audio file. I have no idea what it sounds like. Thought I would pick it up and give it a try. Anthony Russo, Fanfare Fantasy. Jay Giles Band Sanctuary. Another one that looks like it's in beautiful shape. And another one that only costs $3 in the $3 bin. So this inner sleeve, beautiful. And there's the label on EMI. And one more from the $3 bin. This one is still in the shrink, but it looks like it's been opened. I doubt it's ever been played, but it's the Best of British Rock, British Invasion. There's the hype sticker still there. It says 20 British Invasion Classics. And there's some great stuff on here. Manfred Mann's Do Wah Diddy Diddy. There's For Your Love by the Yardbirds. You Really Got Me by the Kinks. Georgie Girl by the Seekers. Hippie Hippie Shake by the Swinging Blue Jeans. In the Summertime by Mungo Jerry. Love Potion Number 9 by the Searchers. Bus Stop by the Hollies. Quite a few different tracks there. And the nice thing is it's in really good shape. On the quality label. Okay, so the next 3 records I found at Memory Lane Vinyl in London, Ontario. This is one of my favorite places to go looking for records, especially imports. They have a lot of great imports there. I found some really nice stuff there. Met the owner a month or so ago. Gave me this card. Gives me 10% off. That's pretty good. So at his store I picked up the Yes Relayer album. I needed to get this one back into my collection. This one is in pretty good shape. Cool labels that it came with there. And so I found that one for a good price. And also Going for the One. Another one I needed to add back into my collection. Same thing, this one is in really good shape too. And last but not least, my Holy Grail. This is one that is a little harder to find around here, especially in a store. Now you can order it online. I noticed Amazon still has it for $129. Other than that, it's fairly hard to get this one. I think they've pretty much sold all the copies, or most of the copies, which is why it's so much on Amazon. But this memory lane vinyl had it in for heck of a lot less than that. Plus I got 10% off of it too. So Porcupine Trees Dead Wing, my all-time favorite Porcupine Tree album. This album is just amazing. It comes in a 3-syllable shrink. If you haven't heard Porcupine Tree, I highly recommend this album. This is one that you probably want to get started on. This is after their psychedelic years, and more goes into a heavy, hard prog sound. But just amazing tracks like the title track Dead Wing, Shallow, the beautiful Lazarus, just amazing, breathtakingly beautiful song. Halo is just another great one. My favorite track, Arriving Somewhere But Not Here, just goes through the whole palette of styles and sounds, and just goes from beautiful to extremely heavy to it's just amazing. That particular track has guitar work on it by Mikkel out. I can never pronounce his last name. Aberfelt from Opeth. He does some of the guitar work on that particular track. Adrian Belew also plays guitar on 3 of the tracks. Of course, he's from King Crimson fame. There's all the lyrics on the inside. If you haven't heard this, Porcupine Trees Dead Wing is one you have definitely got to get, especially if you're a lover of prog, a lover of all things heavy. This just amazing album. The labels, of course, are custom labels, different label for each side. And I'd pretty much given up hope of ever finding this on vinyl, unless they came out with another issue. But fortunately, one of the favorite places I go to, just after a little bit of digging, I found it. I actually put 5 other records back just to have this one. That's how important it was for me to get this one. So anyway, that's my finds for this month. I hope you take some time and listen to some of the tracks on Porcupine Trees Dead Wing album, stream them or whatever. I particularly highly recommend Lazarus or Arriving Somewhere But Not Here. Pretty much anything off the album is great. This particular edition I was also going to add has 2 additional tracks on it that weren't on the regular album. But these 2 tracks were both B-sides to the single of Lazarus. One of them called So-Called Friend. The other one is called Half Light. So another good reason to pick that one up. So can't say enough about how excited I am to find this album. It was worth every penny I spent on it. And even then I spent a lot less than what they are trying to sell it for online. Anyway, thanks to everybody for watching. I want to thank you to all my subscribers, to all the people that watch my channel. I try really hard to watch all of your channels. There's a lot of them out there that have great content, and sometimes I get busy like I was this last week and don't get to respond as much as I would like to, but every single one of you are very much appreciated, and I thank you all for making this a very successful endeavor for me to join on into the VC. So thank you very much, and we will talk to you again later.